Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm Rama. I'm here in this beautiful place, in this beautiful day. Hello, Gemma. And sharing with you this space and time of playing together. I'm going to explain why I'm using that word, playing. Uh, I would appreciate, as Gemma did it just now, if you open your camera. I know that maybe you are doing something else. Thank you, Madalena. Nice to meet you. Uh, Hello, Amma. How are you? Some new faces, some known faces, like uh, dear friends here coming today. So I was saying that if you open your camera, it's better for us to feel, not for me, it's for us to feel like we are breaking the boundaries of the internet, the virtual thing, all the machinery, and through our imagination make it us we are together. Uh, I'm in the northeast of Brazil right now. James in the UK. Amandine is in France. Where are you, Madalena? Where are you from?
Bucharest, Romania. Hi, everybody.
Romania. Nice, nice, great. Okay, so if you want to open your camera and share with us, Eric from Canada. I know him. Hello, my friend. Chumisa, nice to meet you. Well, today I want to introduce you in this game. I use that word game and playing because we are used to this other word, practice, right? Practice is this common word for doing things, for making things, for doing things. I want you with me to play with me. In the Andean tradition, uh, there's a beautiful word that is not just used for games, for playing as a children game, but it's used for especially for ceremonies and rituals, which is puklai. Puklai is playing, and every time we want to overcome what we are, we want to explore the possible, what is possible beyond ourselves. That's playing. If you remember when you were children, you were playing and you were becoming a prince or princesses, or you become a lion or a cloud. I have four daughters, and my younger one, she's 6 years old. She's playing all the time, and it's making me remember that that's the essence of maybe human beings. Play as life is just a play. This is a game. Hello, Celine. Nice to meet you. Well, I just want to give you a little moment of this your time, our time together, to let you know who I am, because some of you doesn't know me. So uh, I was born in Argentina. I'm a gardener. I love to call myself a gardener. I've been always outside planting, caring, and playing outside in the garden. And at some point, that becomes my profession. I become an agricultural engineer, and I was sent to the mountains to help an indigenous community in the high Andes. I fall in love with these people. Maybe you have known of them. It's called Keros Nation. Well, I've been with them for 15, maybe, yeah, 15, 16 years old. At the beginning, helping them as a worker in an NGO, but then I become a friend, and then I become a disciple, a student. I've been uh, studying, experiencing, and learning from them from some time. to share with you some of this beautiful tradition, this way of understanding the world, a different way of engaging with the world, different point of view. So I've been doing that for some years now. Some years. Well, before the pandemic, it was always face to face. With the pandemic, we started to explore the internet connections. Personally, I was very unadapted to the internet, Instagram, and all those things. But I had to find my ways. So we started to share open classes of Kai, which is the object of this meeting. This way, this language through movement and sensitivity and imagination to connect with the world. In the 2019, and then we migrate to YouTube, and we were giving online classes every once a week, free, open, so you can maybe later can check and experience an open class as we were doing last week, for instance. But today, I wanted first to enjoy to see you in a YouTube transmission. I can see you. I just see the comments, but I can see your face. I can't see your expressions, and that's very nutritious for me. And you can't ask questions, so it's a lot better in this environment. And usually in our classes, I don't speak too much. I like to explain things. That's not maybe explain. I like to poetize what I'm explaining. That's why sometimes I extend a bit my explanations. But what I want you to connect with me now is in relationship as on the title of this meeting, the 7 portals of vital force. It sounds big, right? It sounds big. But actually, the Andean traditions and the way of perceiving reality is quite simple and common. I'm gonna try to bring you through this path. The word for vital force, maybe you have heard of vital force. There are many ways to explain that in many traditions, especially in the West, in the Eastern cultures. It's very common to know and to understand even medicine, the movements as yoga, as qigong, the Chinese medicine, the Indian traditions. Ayurveda is based on vital force in the perception of something that is animating, is motivating, is giving us the quality of being alive. It's not just anything. It's the base of it. We are alive because the vital force is through us, holding us as an individual, right? But not just us. Everything and everywhere is this vital force. Like we are in an ocean of vital force, and all of us, Madalena, Celine, Eric, are just a contraction of that vital force in a shape. A precarious shape, obviously, because we have just some bit of game, of playing in this game, right? From our the day we were born to the day we will die. This is just that contraction, right? The vital force is through us every time we feel that we are alive. In the Andean traditions, the way to describe this vital force is a very interesting word. Maybe it could be a bit confusing because it's called, I'm going to write it here for you. That's other thing I can do in YouTube, or it's not so easy to do it. Kausai Pacha. Kausai Pacha. That's the Quechua name, which is the language of the indigenous people of some of the parts of Peru. And that's the way they describe this force. But that name is a bit different of vital force. Kausai means live or to be alive. So could be vital, right? But Pacha is not just force. Pacha has a lot of meanings. It's a big word. You know, I don't know, in your own languages, I know Romanian maybe is a Latin-based language, so we can share some words. Celine, I don't know where you are. Where are you from, Celine?
I'm from Italy. Remember, you are from Fossano, from Cuneo.
You are from Fossano. You say
Kind of Cuneo. Yes, I know.
I'm going to go to open just a little parenthesis because that's something important for me. My ancestors come from Fossano, literally the same place, from Fossano. That's a synchronicity. Thank you, Celine. What about you, Chumisa? Are you listening to me? No. Yeah. Hello. No. Well, I think he's eating. Right. So Pacha in the Quechua language has a lot of meanings. Polysemic. It's called polysemic. Our words, our culture actually try to make the words more specific, so less field of meaning, right? So the words are always through times getting more specific, more short, less nutritious, right? There's less food in a word with less meaning. Well, Pacha has a lot of meaning. Pacha means time, place, means existence, means force, means it has a lot of meanings. But essentially, it means existence, everything that exists and have a life, right? So causa y pacha means everything that exists that is alive. That's through us, motivating us, making us feel what we feel every time we feel alive. So the vital force is this fluent, causa y pacha is a fluent expression through the universe, not just me. I don't have just causa y pacha. Everything is causa y pacha. I'm just a contraction. I'm just, in the Andes, they used to make fabrics. They are the masters of making fabrics with threads. They make their own threads. They made these ponchos. Maybe you have heard of this word poncho. And in the ponchos, now and then they make a figure. So usually it's a plain color or some colors, but suddenly there's a figure like a square or a triangle or a very complex figure. They call it ayay, and that's the individuality in the field. We are the individuality. I mean, I am the individuality, but not just me. This tree beside me is an individuality. The cloud that is going around this is an individuality. It's just a contraction of causa pacha. But finally, we are made of the same thing, the same vital force. Through our body, I'm saying my body is an expression of the vital force. So it's like the vital force is not just an energy. That's why sometimes I get not very comfortable with the word energy, because energy sounds like the thing that is running into this machine to speak with you. But what I'm talking about is this force or this alive fluid that has intention. That's one of the main things with the vital force. It has intention. It's not just a random lane energy that we can take like the electricity we plug in and out in the electric network in our houses. It's not that. It's alive. So if it's alive, it has intention. It has the intention to be me. I'm here because the vital force wanted to be. You are there because the vital force wants you to be. So that puts you in a different perspective, at least completely different to what we have learned from childhood. We somehow I am me, but at the same time I am that or this or us, if you want. Somehow I am Gemma as well. I am Amandine as well. I am Chumisa as well. Because we are part of the same vital force, the same causa pacha. The causa pacha, this vital force, runs through us, moves. It's not stagnant. It flows, it moves, it changes of status and qualities. In our body, maybe you have heard of this idea in different names. We have this physical body, right? Some people explain it in this kind of classification. Physical body, you can say emotional body, the feelings, the emotions. You can say mental body, something related to our mind. And some people say energetic body, right? That's a bit esoteric, could say, because you can see it. Can you see it naturally? No, we can't see this. We can't see this kind of vibration. We can't see the aura. We can't see the energetic field, as other people call it. We are in a culture that the central sense is visual, our vision. If we can't see it, it's not there. It doesn't exist, right? But obviously, all of us, we can perceive that there's something else. Sometimes in a random situation, when you perceive the energy of someone or something or a room, you're not just smelling or feeling the temperature or the quality of the furniture. You feel comfortable or uncomfortable, and you don't know why. You can't explain that. There's something else. In other times, I'm not just saying in other culture, in other times, that was very common to perceive the vital force. We were more aware of this. In other times, we were attentive of the perception of the vital force. Through the cosmovision of science, and this modernity, we left out the perception of this energy because we can measure it with an apparatus, with a machine, right? But it didn't die. Many people practice yoga, practice qigong, go to the acupuncturist. Many people, not just one, not just the minority of people, many people understand there's something else. There's something else. What about the divine? When we talk about the divine, when we talk about the spirits, there's something else. We can't measure it, but we can feel it. Hello, Maria. Thank you for being there. So in the Andes, they don't use this word aura. They don't use energy field or luminous field. They use a very interesting word. It's called pokpo. Pokpo. And actually, it's a funny word because literally means bubble. We are like inside a bubble of vital force. But actually, it's a very precise word. It sounds funny, but it's a very precise word. Like vital force is everywhere. But suddenly, like a bubble encapsule just a bit of air, the same air, in a very thin layer of soap, right? That's bubble. We are just momentaneously encapsulated in this feeling of being me, individuality, right? But at any moment, you know that we want to forget this, but we know that at some point, this bubble is going to burst, right? And we come back just to the Kausipacha, to the ocean of energy, right? We dramatize about this, calling death. Just the sound of that word is like, oh, death. But that pokpo is not a capsule. That's the interesting thing. It's not a capsule. It's the way we can interact and connect, make bridges with everything and with everyone, especially with the other world, the spiritual world, that world that is beyond the senses, well, beyond the common senses, maybe. So this pokpo, this force, is rooting us, allowing us to connect with the place we live. I live in Brazil. I live in this city. I live in this neighborhood. I live in this place. My pokpo, as an energetic, I'm going to use that word, energetic bubble, is rooted to this place, is having a conversation with this place. I'm going to use that because actually that's what happens. We communicate, we have a conversation with the place we live. A conversation that sometimes we don't realize, a conversation that sometimes is shouting things and we don't realize. Sometimes it's just a whisper, and maybe we can hear that. And maybe it can take decisions. You know that in other times, we take decisions. Right now, we were trained for taking decisions through information, right? That's why every time we don't know something or we want just know something, we go to our modern oracle, the smartphone, right? We go to the Google and we find whatever we want to know, and suddenly it seems like it's very innocent and it's give us a very clear information, but at the end maybe it's leading us to buy something, obviously. But in other times, we used to take decisions in other ways. We were maybe 99% of the population peasants, farmers, fishermen, living in the countryside, being exposed to the cycles of nature and being urged to understand those cycles, to understand the language of changes, to have a very intimate relationship with the place we live. Otherwise, how can we survive? We needed to have a very deep connection with the place we used to live. You know, last week we spent 4 days in a fisherman little village. I live in the coast, so we drive 2 hours away from. We live outside of a big city, so we went to this little village, and most of the people are fishermen. And I realized, I knew what is a fisherman. They go out and fish, okay. But I didn't realize the deep and profound and sacred relationship between men and the sea, and the rules and the cycles and the risk of going out fishing. They fish in a very traditional and almost artisan way. They just go in these little boats and they just throw the nets or use like lines to catch big fishes, like 60 kilos, big fishes. So we used to have that relationship, a very intimate relationship with the place we live. We lost it, but it's not completely lost. It's there. It depends on our decisions. It depends on how we can open ourselves to reconnect, to recreate this quality of intimacy, not just with the place, but with the trees, with the clouds, and with the people. You know that we are a society that has this very big tendency to create reification, how to say, I don't know what to say, like making objects to the other, making an object, even people. That's the opposite of creating intimacy. When we create intimacy, everything is a subject, not just a person, but my cat, the tree in my garden, my car, the pans in my kitchen. I love to cook, so I treat my pans as people. I love them. I look after them. I ask them, please help me make a delicious meal today. So that kind of relationship comes with an openness to make a more intimate connection with everything. That allow us to perceive the vital force. Well, for some time, I've been studying with the Andean masters, and I was making this. I create this bridge between what they can teach as farmers and peasants in the high Andes, and how can we translate to the society we live here? I'm not looking after alpacas and llamas every day. I don't plant potatoes. I have a completely different life. How can I find that beautiful wisdom become part of my life? Well, I've been doing that for some time with some success, with some difficulties at the same time. It's not an easy job because you have to put it in your skin. You have to make it your life. You have to experience it. It's not a concept. It's about your life. So it puts you in the edge of the abyss all the time. But what actually, I've been giving courses of Andean healing, Andean and philosophy and spirituality related to the Andes. But today, I want to give you a little taste from today to the next 7 days. This is the proposal of playing together. For the next 7 days, we're not gonna meet every day. Don't worry. Not gonna bore you with my stories, but I'm going to invite you to this game to experience more or less 15-20 minutes of a game, a practice, right? A game to make your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your energetic body be open to connect. To connect with who? With whom? To connect with the vital force in its different qualities. The vital force, when it assumes certain quality, not just the Andean traditions, the old traditions name it with a sacred name. For instance, in the Andean traditions, we call it Taitahuayra, which is the spirit of the wind, which is actually now blowing a bit here. Taitahuayra. It's the equality of the vital force that becomes this, which is moving our hairs and allowing the birds, especially the condor, which is main bird of the Andes, flying through the mountains. So I want you to, I want to invite you, if you want, obviously, if you want to play with me, we're gonna send, well, today we're gonna practice right now. So don't worry, I'm not gonna talk all the time. But in the next few days, every day in my sunrise, maybe it's gonna be a bit later for you, Madalena, in Romania. Maybe it's gonna be very early for Eric in Canada. But I'm gonna send a little practice, 15-20 minutes, to experience with your body a story, not just anything. I'm gonna try to give you the sense of a story, a sense of a tree, a seed that needs to get into the soil, then it needs to sprout, then it needs to grow, find its place, expand, flower, fructify, and come back to the earth. That's the story we want to share. And we're going to make a bridge between that story and our own story. That's what we do. We are all the time, every time we watch a movie, we're not just watching a story or understanding the story that is happening in the screen. We are mirroring it in ourselves. So we are going to, through this practice, mirror our own life in our own details and in our own little details. So through ritual movements, that's the way we used to explain what is this. Movements, we are going to try to connect with the vital force in different aspects. So are you ready for join me? Yeah? So I'm going to invite you. I'm going to go back. So find a way to have just some place, open place to be stand up, right? Can you see me properly? Okay, I'm going to open a bit here. Here, okay. It's very shiny. I am enlightened by the sun right now. It's almost 3 p.m. for me, so the sun is, wow, embracing me. So I want you to first just stand up, feel your body. Just when I say feel your body, I'm talking about just paying attention to your body. That seems obvious, but it's something that we don't usually do. We just pay attention when something is bothering us, or when we look in the mirror and we see if we look nice. But if we pay attention to your body, we are just habitating, dwelling our body. It sounds silly, but it's not. We need to pay attention to the body. So stand up in a when I explain this, I love it. In an honorable position. What is honorable position? We were in an evolution of standing up from the beginnings of humankind. We were just standing up in our backs, trying to be stand up. So finally we're here and we don't know how to stand up. So how can we be honorable in this position which our ancestors give us? Our weight is supported by our feet, right? So if we place them as wide as our shoulders, we are distributing properly the weight of our body. So just pay attention on how you are standing up. If it's too wide, we're close to the floor, but unstable. The same thing with shorter to how to say this, less than the shoulders wide. So we are unstable as well. If we project our shoulders wide to our feet, well, we are distributing well our weight. Then check your knees. How are your knees right now? Are they okay? Are they in pain? Did you pay attention to your knees lately? Well, this is the moment. If we are standing up, we usually block them so we feel more tall. We feel taller, right? If we just unlock them a bit, we're going to get a bit shorter, but they are going to be ready for movement. So just unlock them, just release the tension of your knees. The same thing with our hip. The hip should be a bit bended to the front so we can release tension in our lower back. And at the same time, we are aligning our spine naturally and aligning our spine. So our shoulders wide, knees, the hip a bit rotated to the front. Now pay attention to your shoulders. How are they? They're very stiff usually when we are too much in our smartphones or doing worry things. So relaxing our shoulders is a good sign of taking out the weight of something that we can't control. So Just pay attention to your shoulders, not too open, not too close, just relaxed and aligned. The same thing with your head. Just align your head to the rest of your body. So we are in an honorable position. And now I would like you to place your hands in your heart. And now close your eyes if you want. And as we do this, we cut the nourishment of the visual aspect, but we spread our sensitivity to the rest of our body, especially to our chest, to our heart. I'm not talking, when I say heart, I'm not talking about the pump that is pushing blood through our body. I'm talking about this mysterious space and time in ourselves, our heart. And from our heart, I want you to imagine that we can open a door to a different kind of consciousness, of reality. We can open a door to a sacred space and time. So if you want to say with me, repeat this with me. Pachamama, my mother. Taita Inti, my father. Munai Sonko, I am. And slowly open your eyes, and I want you to place your hands in your gut, just below your belly button, in your navel, right? In your navel. In the Indian traditions, it's called Cosco, the point of reference, your uterus, your energetic uterus. And I want you first to press a bit there. Just if we press with our hands, our attention is going to enlighten that part of our body. So we're just traveling with our attention to our gut, to our Cosco. In the Chinese traditions, they call it Dantian. In the Japanese traditions, call it Hara. Just there. A very wise space of our body. And now I want you to imagine that we are going to open it, like allowing the vital force, the energy, to flow like opening as a flower, like a flower bud that is going to open petal by petal through a single movement and our imagination, right? So I'm going to move my hands to the left and up, surrounding in a little circle around my Cosco, like opposite to the digestive movement, right? I'm laughing because Eric pointed out that someday. So just moving, if you see your hands, you're going to see that they are moving clockwise, right? So moving this, it's not that you are caressing your belly. It's not just that. That's it. This is the essence of this game. It's not just that. The possibility is to make your Cosco open as a flower, this very sacred space on our body. So just keep doing it. Maybe you can close your eyes. You don't need to see anything. Just imagine that inside, in your uterus, in your energetic uterus, imagine that there's something open, like a flower, opening in a spiraling movement. Just stay there for a moment, breathing as calm as you can. Now pay attention. I'm going to keep that movement up, but I'm going to take it to my heart. So we're going to make the same movement, but in the height of my heart. So I'm going to awaken the sacred space of my heart, the waka in Quechua language, the waka of my heart, the sacred temple of my heart, if you want. And as we do this movement, caressing our chest, we are at the same time allowing through our imagination to make the flower of our heart to open wide, petal by petal, in a spiraling movement. Stay there for a moment, feeling that you are open a very important aspect of yourself. And now, pay attention, as I'm going up, I'm going higher and higher to the height of my head, my forehead. So I'm just opening this other essential waka, essential temple, which is my head. And just imagine that inside my brain, in the pineal gland, there's a flower that is opening petal by petal in a spiraling movement, allowing me to engage with this aspect of my body. Okay? And slowly, pay attention now. As I'm going up, I'm going to extend my hands up to my head and then to the side as much as I can, going down, 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 down. When I go to the center, I go to the other side. I just shift a bit my body to the left and then going up, 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 and then a bit to the left, to the right, sorry. Going to the center and then going to the left. As I'm going up, I'm breathe in. And then I'm going to the right and breathe out. Breathe in to the left. Breathe out to the right, and we are awakening the pokpo, the aura, the luminous field, our energetic body. Just awaken the vital force that surrounds us, that gives us existence. Okay, just a bit more. Breathe in, going up. Breathe out, going down. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. And now I want you to take your hands and rest them in your Costco. Just stay there for a moment. We stop the movement, but at the same time, we can still perceive this moving energy in my body, in my Costco, in my heart, in my head, in the whole of my body, moving, flowing energy. Just stay there, feeling. Okay. Now, I want to move even further the energy. I'm going to imagine that we are breaking the soil. The soil is resting, right? So for putting the seed in the soil, we need to break the soil. We need to move the soil. We need to allow space to put the seed in the soil. So we're going to prepare the soil, the ground. And for that, we are going to move the three centers of our body and the whole body, shaking it, moving it, And at the same time, I would like you to imagine, I'm going to give you some time as we are preparing our body, to imagine situations of stagnation or procrastination or something that is on hold. Situations like a piece of land that is awaiting for you for your attention, for your caring, and it's waiting for you, and it's waiting for your gardening. So that aspect of our life is always around. We always have some aspect of our life that is awaiting for us to take decisions. So as I'm saying this, maybe you're looking for those aspects. So I want you to open your hands. Don't just open a bit your fingers of your hands and place them in the height of your cosco, of your gut, your navel. And we're going to make a movement back and up and front and down. Back and up, going to the front and down. So it's going to give us a specific direction of movement. And I want you to imagine that there's like a ball around my Costco, and I'm going to move it in this direction. Imagine that there's a 3D ball and we are just moving it. As I'm going up, I'm going to breathe in. As I'm going down, I'm going to breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You can engage a bit your legs to make it feel more interesting. Just make, when you're going up, you make a bit straight your legs, and when you go down, you just bend a bit your legs. So you make this movement more integrated. So going up, breathing in, going down, breathing out. Just very slowly. And as we do it, you can close your eyes and you try to perceive all those aspects that are awaiting for your attention, related to you, your will, related to your action, related to the doing things. Just move your hands, move your energy, and at the same time, find those aspects in yourself and feel that you are shaking it, preparing it to receive the seeds. Okay, now pay attention to me right now. As I'm going up to the height of my heart. So I'm going with my hands very close to my armpits, and then to the front, going down to my ribs, inside as back as I can, and I'm just moving this ball of energy in my chest. Breathing in as I'm going up, breathing out as I'm going down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And now I'm going to pay attention to situations, procrastination related to guidance, related to love, situations that the loving aspect is required. And situations of appreciation, of beauty, of admiration. And keep breathing in and out. maybe situation that you are not saying how much you care to someone, or you are not accepting the care and love of someone. Just pay attention to those situations and move the soil, the ground of those situations. And now pay attention with me. As I'm going up, I'm going to the back of my ears, the back of my head, and I'm going to surround my head. Like there's a big ball. Well, there is a big ball. Our mind is like a big ball. So we are going to move our head, the energy of our head. Breathing in as I'm going up, breathing out as I'm going down. And now I'm going to connect with aspects of my mind, mental aspects, maze, labyrinths, obsessive thinking that is stagnation in our head. We're going to move all that energy, all that soil to be ready for transformation and change, for growing new life. Okay? Now pay attention. As I'm going back and up, I'm going to extend my arms in the top of my head. And I'm going down, 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 down. And I'm going to join, as I'm going down, I'm going to bend a bit my legs. When I get there, I'm going back as much as I can. When I get to the limit, I'm going to close to my armpit, going as back as I can, and keep going to get to the head again. So you're going down, breathing out. You can bend your knees a bit, breathing in and up. And as we do it, we're gonna activate all the land of our body, our energetic body, activated. Breathing in, breathing out. All the land that is awaiting for us to be cared, to be prepared for new seeds, for sowing, for planting. Breathing in, breathing out. You can close your eyes and imagine, keep doing this movement, and imagine that the whole of your body, your energetic body, is activated, vibrating, shining. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. When you are lowering your hands, just lay them in your Costco again. Close your eyes and keep feeling energy moving. All the resting soil is activated, is ready for receiving the seeds. Okay, open your eyes. And now we're going to do a last ritual movement. We are going to prepare the land, the more special land in our body, our heart. We're going to open our heart to receive the blessings of the vital force. It's like the divine coming into my heart. So for that, I'm going to extend my arm to my back. I'm just showing you in the side. Just in the height of my heart, I extend my arm as back as I can, And I'm going to draw a horizontal circle around myself, going around. When I can't turn anymore, when I can't twist anymore my arm, I'm going up. I come back with my body to the center. My hand is going up to the sky. When it reaches the sky, it goes down, 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 down. If you can touch the ground and come back to the heart. We are expanding the soil of the heart to be ready for sowing. We're gonna make the same thing with our left arm. Breathe out, breathe in, and draw this horizontal circle around you. Breathe in, keep breathing in. With the lungs full of air, you touch the sky, and then you breathe out. And go down, 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 down. To the earth, and you come back to the heart. Then with the right hand, breathe in, and you expand your heart. Breathe in, go up with the lungs full of air, breathe out, and expand from the sky to the earth. And then you come back to the heart. Left hand, breathe in. Breathe out and go down to the earth. One more time each side. Breathe in to the right. Breathe out and go down to earth, from sky to the earth. And one last time with the left hand, breathe in. And breathe out. And come back to your heart, close your eyes, and stay there, trying to perceive, to sense what's going on. You should or shouldn't feel specifically something. Just allow your curiosity to perceive what is going on, in and out. And I invite you to perceive the gratitude inside yourself for still being alive, for breathing, just simply as that. Just breathing, the profound gratitude for being alive. Gratitude for everyone and everything that is part of my life. Gratitude as an expansive perfume, fragrance that spreads through the universe. Profound gratitude. Deep gratitude. And slowly you can join palms of your hands in prayer. And as you open your eyes, you can say with me, Urpichai Sonkochai. Urpichai Sonkochai. Urpichai Sonkochai. Okay. I am going to open again here. I hope you enjoyed it. You played with me. Today we were preparing the soil. We were in the garden sweating, right? Moving the soil. Tomorrow we're going to put the seed. Now this is a masculine movement. Tomorrow is going to be a feminine movement. caring movement. When you move the soil, is a active movement. You activate your muscles to break the soil. Even if you are doing it slowly, you have to break the soil. You have to end the cycle of the soil to become ready and available with enough space for the seed. So tomorrow in the sunset, my sunset, it's gonna be more or less 7 a.m. Brazilian time. It's gonna be, well, I'm gonna send it in the group, the details. I'm going to send a little video so you can practice. Just it's gonna take less than today, 15 minutes, no more than that. So if you are playing with me, you're going to receive this video tomorrow and the 6 days after it. And next Saturday, I'm going to invite you again, if you want, if you can, to see our faces and share what you experienced. If you want, obviously, there's no obligation here. But if you want to share, it's a lot better to nourish this circle. And actually, I would like you to, if you want to make a question, if you want to share something with us, we are lucky that we are here and we can open our microphone and say something. If you want to say something, someone who wants to ask something or comment. Don't worry.
Hey, I could
Oh,
thank you, Rama.
yes, Eric.
I'm noticing it's 11:11 right now, my time, so I thought it was the perfect time to share. Yeah, I just love this practice so much. I just love how simple it is, and then weaving in the imagination with it. I find it really effective to connect me with the larger life, with the cow size. So thank you so much for putting this on. I love it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eric. Anyone wants to say something or ask something? Well, I'm going to say something. I appreciate your time and space here to share with me a bit of your life. Madalena, Rosa, Celine, Maria, Ama, Eric, Gemma, Mume, Marie, Doña Victoria, Avilasha. Thank you for joining us. And I hope to see you in this virtual practice tomorrow and the days after. If you want to ask something in particular, you can send me a text by WhatsApp. I think you notice my contact somewhere in all the messages, or you can send me a direct message in Instagram so we can chat. If you need some extra assistance or some clarity about some aspect of this practice, so I'm completely open to this. So I thank you and I appreciate your participation, and I hope to see you next Saturday, the same hour. I'm going to send the link of the Zoom meeting in the group. So thank you very much, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.